PSR J1719-1438b is located 4,000 light years away and it is orbiting a dead neutron star. PSR J1719-1438b is a gas giant. But no, it's really a star, a former white dwarf star. And PSR J1719-1438b is a dead star. And because PSR J1719-1438b is a dead star, it is also orbiting a dead neutron star. But the dead neutron star gets hungry and strips all of the star's atmosphere. Then PSR J1719-1438b turned into a diamond core. It might have a thin oxygen exosphere like Europa, but it is pretty unclear that this planet has a thin atmosphere. Actually, we don't know about it, but we have known some interesting details. It is 54,000 kilometers in diameter, much larger than Earth. It's a dead diamond core, a former core, and a crystallized carbon planet. Yeah, it's a crystallized dead carbon core wandering in space. Don't be fooled by the diamonds. Actually, it has a surface temperature of 3,270 degrees Celsius, much hotter than Venus. And it is orbiting only 600,000 miles away from its neutron star. So that's why the temperature becomes hot, and a 1 year on this planet is about 2.8 hours long. So this means PSR J1719-1438b is a speedy exoplanet. Welcome to Prajwal's Destiny. Today we are going to learn about 4 dead planetary corpses. But what happens if you landed on PSR J1719-1438b? Let us check. So when you landed on the planet, then you will be exposed to harsh radiations immediately. Your skin would boil, heat is overwhelming your suit's environmental control. Then a solar flare hits on your head, and a solar flare blasts like that straight into your face. The radiation would cook you within seconds, dead. Okay, so there's next core called TOI-849b. Now TOI-849b has a surface temperature of 1,530 degrees Celsius. Well, it's the largest Earth-like planet ever discovered. Means the largest rocky planet. And it has a density of 5.3 grams per centimeter cube, while PSR J1719-1438b has a density of 23 cubic grams per centimeter cube. And it has a diameter of 92,900 kilometers and is in close orbit around its hostile yellow dwarf star, a sun-like star. Yellow dwarfs are much hotter than red dwarfs and also much larger. And because of the extreme gravity, the velocity here is just 37.7 kilometers per hour. That's so much. And the gravity is 3.32 grams per centimeter cube. So when you land on TOI-849b, you will feel the crushing weight of its intensely dense gravity. And then you can move your arms very hardly. But then in just 1 minute, you are burned to a crisp. And TOI-849b is a dead core. But in the past, it was a gas giant, not a star. Okay. And your face burns, you turn into a dead skeleton and die within seconds. Okay, so next planet is called Cohort 7b. Now here, Cohort 7b is 1.5 billion years. It might have a similar composition like Earth, but it is also a dead core. It was a hot Jupiter in the past. But actually, you shouldn't have been on this planet. The morning rays of the star Cohort 7 the Manassas or unicorn constellation would turn you into ashes as the sunset appears on the surface. And because the sunset is so bright due to effect, the surface of Cohort 7b would have a surface temperature of 2500 degrees Celsius. Well, it is tidally locked. One side faces the star while other is permanently cold. Night side have a temperature of minus 193 degrees Fahrenheit. That's so hot. And it might have a thin atmosphere of vaporized rock, so it rains rocks here. Well, on Cohort 7b, you didn't survive a minute. Next planet is a much hotter, deadly gas giant. Let's start with Kepler 70b. Now, Kepler 70b is the hottest exoplanet ever discovered, with a surface temperature of 6800 degrees Celsius. That is 28.5 degrees Fahrenheit. It's hotter than Sun. The temperature on our Sun is a mere 55 degrees Celsius. So it would be a chilly day down on KI 55b. And it doesn't have a rock rain like Cohort 7b, but this planet is a hot Jupiter, and it is likely referred to as Kepler's Inferno in the NASA's website. It might have an extremely active volcanoes, and it has no atmosphere. Its atmosphere is going to be stripped away and is now a fire core ball. Yeah, a fire dead planet core. The surface would be a fiery reddish orange with volcanoes and lava lakes, much more than Jupiter's moon Io, Jupiter's most volcanic moon and the most active volcanic body in our entire solar system. And if you land on KI 55b, then there would be no chance. Well, Kepler 70b and KI 55b are same and they are one name together. Well, Kepler 70b nickname is KI 55b. That's why I told. They are not a completely different planet. So when you landed on your spaceship, then your spaceship would melt into a lava, become red hot, and you die in your spaceship. So thank you for watching. I will see you next time, guys. Subscribe for more amazing videos. Thank you.